Well, this is the lair of my Ceratogyrus brachycephalus, and she did survive as well. They thrive well in a dry climate. Unfortunately, can't see her, which is a shame because she's awesome. I can just see a leg. But she was out a while ago, and of course, you know, she went and hid once I started shuffling things around. So my baby's getting his diaper changed, so that's why he's crying. He hates to have his diaper changed. And according to my husband, it's a huge mess, so I'm glad he's doing it, not me. Alrighty. And with this tea, I'm definitely not going to stick my fingers way in there, because that bite would indeed hurt. You saw a little bit of movement. I think she got him. At least in her pedipalps, but I'm not sure she has it in her fangs. But anyway, she's a survivor. Awesome. Look at all this webbing she's been doing. She's been a busy gal. Alright, we'll move on to the next one. This is the lair of my Triniocillis murinus. And she's in her burrow like usual. And I'm going to see if I can, if she's interested in a worm. I see movement. Wow. Yeah, I would say she was hungry. Her abdomen's a little small, so I'm going to give her another one. We don't usually have the privilege of seeing her, so... Wow, listen to that crunch. Woo! Ha, good girl. Isn't she gorgeous? Looks like she's got a piece of her molten there. Alright guys, we'll move on to the next one. Here's my Heteroscadra maculata. Very fast tarantula. Check out those fangs. Such a small tarantula. So, I'm going to open the lid. And hope that she doesn't barge out. Okay, she's content to stay at the bottom, which is perfectly fine with me. Although it would be nice to see her occasionally, you know. Take food, that is. But, there we go. So, just leave that in there. And there's another look. And he, she, probably a he, but I'm hoping it's a she. We'll get it later. There's the worm. Well, right there. And there's the tarantula. Gonna pour a little bit of water in there. Get some moisture. This one rarely takes food on camera, but it senses movement. Worm's smart enough to back up. What a shame. Alright, we'll move on to the next one. Here is my Somapoa Cerminia. Way down in there. You could probably just vaguely see a leg and the abdomen. Unfortunately, not very well. But she's really buried herself in there really good. She is very secretive, like most of them are. So I'm just gonna stick a little worm in there. Oh, and she wants it. Well, kind of blurry, but hey, at least she got it. Awesome. Okay, next. This is my Vicularia vicularia. I'm really surprised that this one survived, because usually they prefer more humidity. But as you can see, he's doing awesome. So I usually tong feed this one, but since I don't have my tongs, I'm just gonna throw some food in there and watch him go after him. So stand by for a minute. That's why I really need my tongs. Or a ruler or something. Come on. I think he's kind of stuck in the web a little bit. Put another one in there. Come on, entertain us. Where's that other one? Oh, who knows? I don't want to open the other side of the lid because I don't want to accidentally pull the legs off of the spider. Come on, keep going. Oh well, forget it. I'm just running out of time. We'll just move on to another tea. Sorry it's taken so long. There's my Theraphosa sturmey. Incredibly excited that I put a whole bunch of crickets in there. Unfortunately, she's not showing herself off too much. Oh, there she is right at the entrance. Oh, but she's a very happy camper. You can just see how her shadow, but man, she's huge. Or her silhouette. Oh, she senses the other one. Let's see if I can. Oh. Well, that cricket escaped. No telling how many crickets she's got in her mouth right now. You want to see a better view of her, go back to my last video. And she's out in the open. Yeah, she's awesome. There, those are some pretty big crickets for you. Enjoy. Alright, next. This is my Poecilotheria striata. I'm very cautious with her because she is fast as lightning. But she's a beauty. So what I did was I just put several crickets in there, and when she's ready to nab them, she will. And I gave her some water too. But yeah, she's one I don't mess with, because she would give a nasty bite. Out of my entire collection, she's probably the one I'd want to least be bitten by. She got one. And I think there's some more in there. Crunch. Look at her. Man, she's gorgeous. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the lid down. You never know when she'll bolt. Alright, we'll move on to the next one. Had to change cameras. Couldn't find the battery charger or any more batteries for the other camera, so I'm switching to a heavier camera. This is my smaller Brachypalma smithii, who is very hungry, as you can see. Doing awesome. Isn't she? He's cute. Alright, I'm going to give it a little water and move on to the next one. Well, looky what we have here. My Grammostola poker peas molted. And looks like it was a pretty fresh molt. So won't be feeding this one today, but we'll definitely give it water. Awesome. Get it to move just a little bit so you can kind of get an idea. Very nice. Alright, we'll leave you alone. I'll give you some water. Here's my smaller. Brachypalma apopulosum. There you go. Doing very well. As cute as ever. Alright, we'll move on to the next one. Here is my Paraphysa parvula. And it's letting a worm escape. But looking gorgeous as always. Check that out. Beautiful tea. Glad this one survived as well. Alright, next. Here's my Maraca cabocla, the Brazilian redhead, and I just gave it a pinhead cricket. As you can see, it's very well fed, so a pinhead will be plenty. Doing awesome. This one has its butt's almost completely bare, but hadn't molted for me yet. So we'll see. And I believe this is all of my teas that I have remaining. So again, I'm real sad about the dead ones, but what can you do? So we'll end it with this. Thanks for watching, guys. Say bye. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get to see this one. This is where my Aphonopalma chalcodes is, and I stuck a cricket in there, and I believe it took it. But yep, doing just fine, alive and well. Sorry you don't get to. Oh, there we go. Oh no, that's the cricket. Okay, never mind then. But I guess. Oh wait. Come on, get it. Get it, get it, get it. Come on. Come on. Now what are you doing? Are you just threatening? Well, who knows? Yeah, maybe he'll get it later. Alright, I'll give him some water.